Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be checking out MeeTime. I mentioned it in the apps of the month as the sponsor for March. So I want to go over the application in a bit more detail, mainly because you've expressed a little bit of interest in the application. Maybe you're someone who's running a team or even just running sort of freelance for yourself and you're just looking for a way to coordinate your meetings a little more efficiently. So hopefully this sort of overview will give you a nice introduction to MeeTime. So MeeTime is spelled M-E-E-Time, and it's a pretty powerful application on iOS. It is priced at $2.99 as I mentioned before, but it provides a way to create meeting agendas. Now, once you are on the application, it is super simple to get started. You swipe up and you create your meeting introduction title, and it can be created easily there, and you can add all of the details including location and timings. And from here you can actually use the agenda breakdown to actually assign specific elements of the meetings that you're having. So you can basically give a section, so if it could be like introduction to Sally, who's a new employee, 5 minutes. It could be a bit more detail like in the center, a board meeting or board presentation, 20 minutes, and then finalize, round off with social media updates or something of that kind. So you've basically got a nice outline to a meeting. Now the creators over at MeeTime sort of shared a bit more detail about this, and I did mention the sort of stat in that feature. I think it was like 30 billion, but it's actually 37 billion. A year is wasted on poor meeting organization, and that sometimes can be a bit painful. So the application is trying to help you to set up this timer. So once you've got the meeting started, you can then start the timer, and the timer will run during the meeting, and everyone can see it. Of course, if you've got it on an iPad, it will look much bigger and better because you can have it out and everyone can see it. But as soon as that timer moves on, you can sort of pause the conversation, but it's sort of like a bit of a warning, so you can see like, oh, 1 minute left, okay, I need to start wrapping up my conversation on this. It just keeps it more tidier and more efficient. Now, the great thing is if you want to share the notes for the agenda before the meeting, or you want to share it out to some of the employees, there is sharing functionality which will allow you to do that before the meeting commences. So that's a really beneficial tactic. The other thing as well is that a lot of people struggle with this sort of meeting process, and this is something that has worked, MeeTime for iOS, for a lot of popular teams. The likes of Goldman Sachs, HP and Nielsen's are users of this as teams. So it's in good company, which is very, very positive. Now this application, as I said, available on iOS. I'll include the download link in the description below. It's definitely worth playing around with it, seeing whether you and your team can use it. Remember that a tool like this takes a bit of time to get used to, so maybe introduce it to your team beforehand. Maybe mention, you know, let's try and make our meetings more efficient. Let's use the 15 minutes to get 3 agenda items done, 5 minutes per agenda item, or whatever you like. But this is a good introductory application, especially if you and your team are looking to save that time and even save lots and lots of money, I guess. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this MeeTime review. Let me know in the comments below whether you downloaded it or gave it a go. It'd be great to hear. And whether you are interested in this space in meetings, because I will look to do more of this in the future. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's feature. Let me know in the comments below all that good stuff. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscription button, but I will look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Make sure you have a great week, keep productive, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Cheers.